Hey, what's up y'all? It's Three Wheel Khalil, and today I wanted to talk about a little known solution to a pretty well known problem on the Ryker. If you have a Ryker or are thinking about getting one, you probably have heard or experienced the rusty Ryker wheel hub problem. Now, a lot of wheel hubs get rusty on all sorts of vehicles. It's kind of a natural occurrence. However, on the Ryker, we see it straight from our driving view. You see it when you're admiring the Ryker. It's just in a very visible location. Therefore, it's not the most seemly thing to look at. But apparently, there's an OEM solution. And I have no idea why some people have it and some people don't. Stick with me and let's take a deeper look. First things first, this is my rusty, dusty Ryker wheel hub. Now you can easily see why someone would want to avoid this problem entirely, or at least be able to clean it up and cover it up as soon as possible. I found myself in that position a few months back, and when I saw the problem, I knew I wanted to take care of it right away. So I looked at the forum posts, the Facebook posts, and the YouTube videos on the subject, but there were a lot of differing opinions. The first kind of most prevalent opinion was take it to the dealership, have them handle it under warranty. Essentially what they would do is kind of sand it down and paint it. However, limited people had success with that method because it's not a true recall, it's a service bulletin. So it's something that the dealers can do, or they can make you kind of jump through 15 hoops to get it done. I tried to go through that route, but at times it's very disheartening dealing with my dealership, and at the end of the day, their service is not amazing. So I don't go out of my way to get things done there. So I decided to go the DIY route and take care of it in my garage with limited tools and just as limited knowledge. So I decided to take off the Ryker wheels, get in there, sand the hubs a little bit myself, and try and preserve them with lithium grease. Just kind of keep an eye on it and just keep that surface rust off of there. You don't want to sand it with anything too abrasive, but that was kind of my idea, was just knock off that surface rust and keep it clean. Unfortunately, because of the open nature of the wheel hubs, that didn't last for long. In only a few weeks, I noticed them getting rusty and dusty again. So it was back to the drawing board. It actually took me a few months to decide what to do. But in the meantime, I saw people spray painting the Ryker wheel hubs themselves. I saw people filling the Ryker wheel hub holes with 3D printed parts. And I even saw people using faucet drain caps to fill the Ryker wheel hubs. None of those solutions really did it for me. But one day, while scrolling through the Facebook group, I saw someone post about special ordering a Can-Am OEM piece that covered the Ryker wheel hub. And this wasn't like the ones I'd seen in the aftermarket community, because this one only covered the outer rim of the wheel hub. I already like this more because it preserves how the wheel hub originally was designed by not filling it in completely and closing off that space. Some people, including myself, had issues that you may be accelerating rust on the inside of that wheel hub by closing it up completely. So what I did is looked into that myself and found a place to purchase it online. So here enters Adept Powersports, an online powersports parts retailer that, based on the reviews, was more than a little sketchy, but they were said to have the parts. So I went on the website and looked for the parts just based on Can-Am Ryker, but I had very little success. For some reason, the website kept autocorrecting Can-Am Ryker to Can-Am Ryder, and even when I searched Ryker by itself, all I got was jet ski, life jackets, and wetsuits. I went back to the Facebook group and was able to find the part number that they used to purchase the part directly from Can-Am. Searched that on the website and was greeted with the cap hub. I'll leave the part number in the description below if you guys would like to order at your own risk. The price on this website was pretty good, $374 a piece for the cap hubs and a little bit of a shipping cost to boot. All in all, it cost me a little bit under 16 bucks, and to solve a problem that I've been having for months since I bought my Ryker, I was pretty willing to give them a try. I used PayPal to be safe and avoid giving them any credit card info, but I still took that leap of faith. Luckily, my faith was rewarded pretty quickly. It only took about a week and a half for these Ryker wheel hubcaps to make it to my doorstep. And once they were here, I was pretty excited to get them out of the package and onto my bike as soon as possible. I was a little worried at the beginning because it took about 5 days for the website to get it shipped out. But once I saw it was shipped out and I got a tracking number, my fears were a little bit eased, and all in all, the product that came in the mail was as described, even though there weren't any pictures or anything like that to let me know what I was getting. But that is to be expected on a parts website that has thousands and thousands of parts. With the parts in my hand, it's about what you would expect. 2 pieces of plastic. The part number is listed on the packaging, so I was able to confirm that these are the correct parts. I'm still unsure what version of the Ryker has these particular parts stock, but I'm happy to have them on my Ryker. I have a 2019 Ryker Rally, so I know personally I did not get these on my particular bike. In the forums, I was seeing some people with Ryker Rally saying they had them, some people with 2019, some people with 2020, so I don't know if it's a dealer mishap or what have you. But some people get these and some people don't, and there doesn't really seem to be a clear rhyme or reason. But here is the little wheel hub in all of its glory. It's basically a little bit of a plastic donut that covers the interior wheel hub cap, and it slots into these 2 holes that basically you can use to lock up the wheel hub while you're taking off the rim. It helps you get that locked in place. So you use those same holes to lock this wheel hub cap in place. It's a nice durable piece of plastic, feels very thick. It's made of the same material as basically all of the other plastics on the Ryker. So it's just weird why this wouldn't have been included from the factory. Anyway, let's get it put on the bike. As the old adage goes, I don't want to just go slapping lipstick on a pig. I want to clean off these Ryker wheel hubs first, coat them in a little bit of lithium grease, and then put the cap over the hubs. That way, hopefully, we can prevent some of that rusting, or at least it'll take longer for it to set in. So for this particular job, you don't want anything too powerful. So this is my basic Harbor Freight drill. I've got an attachment on. This is the wire brush that I use for the inside of the wheel. Just kind of get the inside of those wheel hubs. It's not too rough. This is more of a softer brush because you don't really want to just beat it up too much. This is a more rough wire cup brush, and that's what I use mostly on the outside of the wheel hub. And that flat edge, this knocks it out really quickly. Just a light kind of few rotations around the outside, and then go ahead and wipe it down with the lithium grease. So I'm going to do is go ahead and add just a little bit of lithium grease around the edge of this here. I'll just kind of coat that with a little bit of lithium grease before I put that cap on there. And just kind of liberally, a little bit of lithium grease on there. And once that's coated with a little bit of lithium grease, I'm going to take the cap, and it fits into these little holes on the side here. Get that cap in there on one side, and then on the other side, you'll need to press it so that it can fit in there. And you should know once you got it's kind of hard to do. Put that down with a hand. There we go. And once it's in the right place, you can wiggle it And just look at how much better that looks. Looks so much better. So much better. And it fits perfectly because it's meant to be there. Thanks for watching the video, but we still haven't quite solved the case of the Ryker's missing wheel cap hubs. I'd love to know in the comments below if you had these wheel caps on your bike from the factory stock, or if you had to purchase them aftermarket or some other solution to the problem. Please let me know in the comments below, like, subscribe, and remember, life's more fun on three wheels. Peace.